Hi, this is Pineapple Dave. I know all you Travco owners want to come up with a good solution for your ceiling. This is FRP, which is fiberglass reinforced panel. I'm going to show you how to install it and get a good solid ceiling, but still be able to do the flex on the curve of the wall, as you see here. So you have that. Okay, going outside, we're going to take a 9-foot FRP panel, which is this right here. We're going to mark it out at 100 inches to get the length of the panel. Most of the Travcos used 100 by 48 inch panels. And what we're going to do is cut off the excess here. And then this black line here actually represents a glue line. That's all that is. I'm going to cut two high-grade 1/4 inch underlayment panels to 30.5 by 50. And then I'm going to take those two panels and use a contact cement or something very close to it to cement those two panels to the back of this FRP. The FRP is raised ridges on one side and smooth on the back. So once you get that glued up and you have it, let it dry for at least a day, take it back into your rig, and here's what it's going to look like. It's basically going to be a piece of FRP with two pieces of 1/4 inch glued to it. Next up, you're going to have to make any cutouts that you need for a roof vent. I made marks on this one for my air conditioner plug. I have a light that comes into my closet, and I have some wires hanging for my generator. This panel is going to go in the back right here. Next thing you're going to have to do is pre-drill all of these grommet holes, which are actually what's supporting it to the steel beams. What I did was I measured from where I knew my center point was out to the center of the beam and to the center of the next beam. Then what we did was we actually pulled a string across the front, which I can show you after I make the other panel, and did not snap a chalk line, just held it in place while I measured out 12 inches from here to here, and then I'd have to measure, but I believe these were about 19 inches each and 12 on the other. You space them however you want, just make sure they're all running in the steel beam. Next thing I did was I took a, sorry about the view of everything, took a self-tapper and a grommet and actually screwed them up into the steel beam to hold the panel in place. And that's how I mounted it all. Then I took one out at a time and put in a stainless steel Phillips head screw with the grommet. I removed all of my white lights, and I actually have a center piece of wood, which I am going to replace again, but I ended up putting all my lights right down the center instead of having them scattered all over the ceiling. To me, it looked more like kind of like a modern bus. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Good luck with that. Your FRP will bend very well into this curve because this plywood right here basically ends about 1 inch past the screw. Your centerpiece of where these two pieces of wood join will actually end up right here on the center screw, so you know that that joint will be held up tight against your beams. Any other questions? I'm on Facebook as Pineapple Dave. Thanks and take care. Bye.